I proudly represent the company of Harcourts, Rata and Co. And I'm joined here today by some of my award-winning colleagues in blue. Should you require their advice, please feel free to approach either Michael Tomadakis, Annie, Lou, and of course, Steve, Marino and Diana Jovanovski, who no doubt you've had the great pleasure of becoming acquainted with throughout the marketing campaign. Guys, let me share with you now the following announcements which are in place to help you bid and buy with absolute confidence here today. The auction will be conducted in accordance with the rules, and any additional conditions are made available for inspection before the start of the auction. The auction rules prohibit an auctioneer from accepting bids or offers for property after the property has been knocked down to the successful bidder. The vendors have a reserve price as the auctioneer. I'll indicate bidders on request. The law prohibits false bids, prohibits major disruptions by bidders, and prohibits bidders attempting to prevent others from bidding, and provides for fines for such conduct. The rules permit for vendor bids. The words I'll use during the auction to indicate that I'm making a bid on behalf of the vendor are vendor bid, and by law only I, as the auctioneer, can make a vendor bid. The contract of sale has been on display prior to today's auction. We call for a 10% deposit upon the fall of the hammer and the signing of that contract to take place here today, with the balance to be paid at settlement in a flexible 45 to 90 days time, at which time the vendor will provide the lucky buyer with vacant possession of the property. All in all, quite a straightforward contract. Everything is in here. Everything is quite clear. So buyers, is with my highest recommendation what we offer for your consideration and competition here today. The ultimate family package, the ultimate family location, the ultimate family home. Here in the Mill Park Lakes Estate, we're blessed with location. Perched high on Elysee Avenue, parkland as close as the end of the street, easy access to a number of transport options, including bus, and not far away at all from South MORANG Station, where you'll also find Westfield Plenty Valley. And of course, as I said, plenty of schooling options, both primary and secondary. If you look up and down Elysee Avenue and the surrounding streets, you'll notice some very, very house-proud owners. What a special place to live. This is where family dreams are made of. Add to that a beautiful home of massive proportions, incorporating 5 bedrooms, massive open living spaces throughout, a beautiful floor plan, providing plenty of room for the family today, but also plenty of room for the family to grow into over the years. It ticks absolutely every single box you can buy with absolute confidence today, knowing that you're buying a quality home that has been immaculately maintained by the current owner. I'm sure many of you would agree, as soon as you walk through the door, it just feels like home. And today is your opportunity to call it home. If you'd like to put the sold sticker on the board, right now, buyers, is your opportunity to reserve that right. Where can I see a fair and reasonable starting bid for number 35 for Elysee? Who'd like to start us off? I don't mind the call, buyers. I'm in your hands. Where do we go? Where do we start? At 900,000, bit light on, but I go with yet 9 now. 900,000, fairly been offered now. 9 at 900,000. There's the competition, the opportunity with you all at 900,000. The bid's here at 900. The bid at 900,000, fairly been offered at 9 at 900,000 now. At 900,000, bid there against you all at 9 for the first call at 900,000. Are we done? At 900,000 now. Second call at 900,000. Are we done? Finished. Third, final call at $900,000. Are we all done? Are we all finished? Are we silent and out at 900,000? Surely not at that level at 900,000. Bargain basement buying at that at 900,000. Well below replacement value, and a good opportunity for those interested parties to throw their hands up in the air and get involved and take charge of these proceedings here today. Take charge of your family's future at 900,000 now. At 900 the bid. I'll move along with a vendor bid at 950, then at 950,000. Perhaps round me off to a mil at 950,000. At 950,000, bids against yours at 950 the bid now. At 950,000. At $1 million, even money at that. At 1 million now. At 1,000,000 bids there. Opportunity with everybody else at $1 million. Perhaps that's where we should have started, but we're there now. At $1 million now for the first call. At 1, are we done? At 1 million now. Second call at 1 million. Are we done?
20.
At 20. Can I say 25, sir? at 25 at $1,025,000, and the same courtesy at 25 if you like, at $1,025,000 and 50 now at $1,050,000. At $1,050,000, the quick retort, the bid's there. 75 if you like, at $1,050,000 I have. At 1,050 now the bid. At $1,050,000, bids there. Opportunity with you. One bid not going to be enough here today. At 1,050 the bid now. At $1,050,000, fairly been offered now. On my right, opportunity on my left at 75 got. At 1,075 now, it's going to be 1.1 and 1 got. At 1,100,000. At 1,100,000, the quick retort again at 1.1 and the bid's there. At 1,100,000 now once. At 1,100,000 are we done? At 1,100,000 twice. At 1.1 are we done? Finished. At 1,100,000 now for the third and final call at 1-1. Are we all done? Are we all finished? All silent and out at 1,100,000. Are we done there, sir? At 1-1? Only two bids. The third one might be the lucky one at 1-1. The bid's there. Here to sell. If you're here to buy, let me know now. At 1,100,000, fairly been offered. Competition's there. Opportunity with you now. At 1,100,000 now.
What are you taking, Rob?
I'm asking for 25, sir, but what are you offering at 1,100,000? What do you say, sir? 1,100,000. The bid's there. 1-1, even money. At 1.1, opportunity now with you if you like. At 1,100,000 once. At 1,100,000 twice. Third, final call at 1.1. Done? Why not at 1,105,000? Best response to the small bid's a big one. At 5 now, 1,110. At 1,110,000, we're back there now at 1,110,000. Your 5 still good with me if you've got it, sir, ma'am. At 1,110,000, fairly been offered now. At $1,110,000 a bid, bids there. Opportunity with you now and every other interested party here today. 1,110,000 once. 1,110,000 twice. Third, final call. 1,110,000. Are we done? Are we finished? Are we silent? Out at 1,110,000. What do you say, sir? Ma'am, you still with me? 1,110,000. I'll tell you what, sir, I'll confirm that bid at 1,110,000. Bear with me one moment. I'll seek some quick instructions and I'll be back momentarily. Thank you.
I heard we're on the market.
You heard right, we're on the market. We're selling here today at 1,110,000. Sir, ma'am, bids with you, keys are with you and your family at 1,110,000. If there's no further bidding, they'll stay with you now at $1,110,000 a bid. We're on the market. We sell away here today. If you've come to buy, you must bid me now or forever hold your peace, because if there's no further bidding, we'll sell there at $1,110,000. As I said, if you've come to buy, you must make it known now. We're on the market. We play for keeps. We sell here today. 1,111,111 at 1,111,000. 111 on the mill now. At 12, at 112, at 112 on the mill now, at 112 in the bids there, at 1,112,000, at 1,112,000. Best response to the small bids, a big one, sir. 1,112,000, fairly been offered there.
Three.
At
Three, one more.
At 13, at 1,100,000. at 18 now, at 1,118,000, at 1,118,000, fairly been offered, bids there, how about 120 on the rise, at 1,118,000, fairly been offered, 1,118,000, bids there, keys are there, we're on the market, we sell, 1,118,000, sir, consider the location, consider the home, 1,118,000, once it's gone, sold is sold, gone is gone, no second chances, a rare opportunity here, at 20 now, 120. At 1 at 19, at 1,119,000, at 22 now, 1,122,000, at 22 in the bids there, make it 25 in the rise perhaps, 1,122,000 on the market and selling again, at 1,122,000, we're on the market, we sell, if you've come to buy, show me now, $1,122,000 the bid, bids there, keys are there, 1122 at 3,025 now. Now, sir, you work so hard to get yourself in this position. This is the time. At 1,000 at 26, 126. At 1,126,000, the bid's back here, 1,126 the bid. How about 1,130,000? At 1,126,000, fairly been offered now. At $1,126,000 the bid. If you're going to come in late, make it count. At 1,126,000, the bid's there. What do you say? 1,126 the bid. First call at 1,126,000, all done. Twice at 1,126,000, done. Finished. Third at 28 at 1,128,000, 30 if you like. At 30 got at 1,130,000. At 1,130,000 we're back there at 130. At 130 on the mill. At 1,130,000 now fairly been offered. At 1,130,000 bids there, keys are there. Strong bidding from the start. So we done over here? Yeah. Definitely done. Thank you very much for your spirited bidding here today. 1,130,000 bids here. Keys are here at 2 at 32 now. At 1,132,000. This is the time for a big bid, so dig deep if you want to buy it. 35 got. At 1,135,000. At 1,135,000. Bid back here now. 1,135 the bid. At 1,135,000. At 1,135,000. They've got the keys on your word. I'll let them keep it. At 1,135,000. At 1,135 the bid. 1,135. At 1 now 36. At 1,136,000. How about 40? At 1,136,000 and the bid's here. 40. At 40 now, 1,140,000. At 1,140,000. At 1,140,000, I dare say it's going to take a bigger bid than that to buy. At $1,140,000 the bid. We're on the market. We're selling here today. 1,140,000. First call at 1,140,000. 000. Are we done? Second call. 140 on the mill. At 1,141 now. At 1,141,000. At 1,141,000 might take a big bid to show the competition the keys are yours for good. At 1,141 bids there, opportunity with you. At 41 bids then it's against you. At 43, at 1,143. At 1,143,000, how about 50? At 1,143,000, fairly been offered. We're on the market, we're selling. There's no second chances here today. 1,143 the bid. Bids there, they tell me they're out. Only 2 left in it. 1,143,000 for the first call at 1,143. All done. For the second call, 1,143,044 at 1,144 now. At 1,144 the bid. How about take me to 50, sir? At 1,144,45. At 45 got. At 1,145. At 1,145,000 fairly been offered now. 1,145 the bid. Bid there. Opportunity with you, but the keys are there. At 1,145. At 1,145,000 fairly been offered now. 1,145 the bid. At 1,145. At 1,145,000. First call at 1,145. All done. Second call, 1,145,000. Are we done? Finished. Third, final call, 1,145,500. Are we absolutely sure, sir? 1,145,500. Easy bid to beat. I'm not taking a quarter, so I'll take half. 1145 bids there. You sure you're going to walk away for 500, sir? At 1,145,500. Ample opportunity for you and your family here today, sir. At 1,145,000. I want to make sure I give you the time to make the right decision here. 1,145,500 bids there at 1,145,500. Might have done it with half at 1,145,500 the bid. If you've come to buy, you have to show me now. We're selling at 47 and a better bid at that. At 1,147,000. At 1,147,000. Sir, half's not helping. Give me a bigger bid. Take me to 1,150 at 1,147,000 and the bid's there now. We will sell away that if there's no better bid. At $1,147,000 the bid for the first call at 1,147. Done. Second call, 1,147,000. Done. Finished. Third, final call, $1,147,000 the bid. Are we all done? All finished. All silent and out at 1,147,000. We're absolutely done here. I have your best here today. 1,147,000. Sir, we're absolutely done. You done? At 1,147,000. I'm selling over here. In or out, sir? Yes or no? Need to know. About to sell. Once. Twice. Third. Final call. 1,147,000. Yes or no, sir? Give me one, sir, at least. 1,147.5, and we're back here and a half at 1,147.5. Now, you saw the hesitation there, sir. There might be no more bids left in it. Might be at their limit. 1,147,500 at 1,15, and that's a better bid. That's how you buy, sir. At 1,150,000. Knockout bid. Looks like you've done it now. 1,150,000 for the first call at 150 on the mill. Second call at 1,150,000. Done and finished. Third, final call, 1,150,000. All done. All finished. Silent out at 1,150,000. We're selling. Sold. Congratulations and well bid.